Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You.
You who?
You who? Calling everyone to their computers. It's Kevin Vidal, and you're watching Q&A with Lady K.
Before we begin, I want to say congratulations on your win at the
Thank you.
Canadian Screen Awards for Best Performance in an Ensemble for Variety or Sketch Comedy Show. And
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
It is.
I don't know if did I say that
You
right?
did, no, I think
okay.
you did. I'm not even sure what the award is for.
Okay, well,
yeah,
it's a
that's
cool
right.
award,
That's right,
and
yeah.
congratulations to the other cast members from Sunnyside for getting this win as well. It's all very exciting.
Yeah.
Besides the win, what was the best part of your night?
So I wasn't there that night.
Okay. But I did see your photo on Facebook where you superimposed yourself.
Oh yeah, that was actually one of our producers who photoshopped me into that. I actually got two pictures. There's one of our writers drew me in as a little
really?
stick figure. I wasn't there that night. I was away. I was in New York.
Oh.
I know, very fancy.
Oh, that is
Very
fancy. What were you doing in New York?
I was auditioning for schools.
Oh.
Which I didn't get into.
Oh no.
But I auditioned for them, and it was great. It was a callback audition that weekend, so I couldn't miss it.
Right,
I just
no.
couldn't miss it. And I knew that night was on that night, so I was like, one or the other.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think any of us thought that we would win that award. So then when we got it, I was literally landing in the plane. And then someone
in
Toronto.
Okay.
And then someone texted me. They're like, "Hey, congrats on your win." And I was like, "What?"
Whoa, what a great welcome home text.
I know, yeah.
Did you always know you were funny and that this was the career you wanted?
No. I still don't necessarily think that I'm very funny.
Well, do people laugh in your presence?
When they see my face, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. I've sort of now come to terms of accepting that I'm, an improviser and a sketch comedian
Right.
and just a comedian. It took me a very long time to accept that. I'm still like trying to accept that. Now I'm in this place. I feel like I'm like this year is going to be the year of just
Right.
like acceptance, which is nice. And what was the second part of that question?
Is this always what you knew
Is this always what I knew I wanted to do? No, absolutely not. In my last year of high school in grade 12, it was I did our main stage musical, which was Guys and Dolls.
Oh, very
And
cool.
I played Sky Masterson, which is like the leading role. And I didn't think I'd get that part. I didn't even people told me to audition for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
And was this the first high school musical that you were in?
It was. Well, this was like the first sort of high school thing.
Were you in the drama program?
I started drama in grade 10, and I didn't realize until halfway through that year that that's what I enjoyed to do, or that's what I enjoyed doing, and then so then grade 12 hit. I'm like, I need to be on stage. Yeah. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I live, and it's not even like performing, but it's rehearsals and the characters and all that stuff. I just love.
Talk to me about your time at Second City. What was it about the company that made you want to be a part of it?
I remember seeing a show there back in 2010, 2009, one of those. Anyways, and I just remember seeing the show and being like, I have to be on that stage.
Mm-hmm. So you took lessons and classes at Second City, and then you ended up becoming one of their performers too.
Yeah.
So how did that happen then?
I went through their levels program, which is sort of their A to E program, which is like basic improv stuff.
Okay.
And then I went through their conservatory, which is a little bit more Second City style, like building a show. And about, I think like a month after I graduated, they put me in for a week on the main stage. Oh. And it was the most daunting, scary, but most supportive thing, I think, that has ever happened to me. It just felt so surreal that happened. And then about like a year later, I joined maybe not a year later, maybe like 6 months later. I don't know.
Whatever. You joined
at some point in time. I joined the touring company and the education company, and then a year after that, I joined the main stage, and then in 2013, and then I left in 2014.
Talk to me about your time on Sunnyside.
That was my first time having that much time on film, which was very interesting because is that whole mind shift of everybody telling you, you know, theater acting is like this, so you have to act like this, and then when you go on film, it's completely different.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff. And so I remember, you know, acting for the first 6 in September, October. You know, I was just in my head. I didn't think I was in my head, but I think I pulled everything back too much. The energy of the show is very whimsical and very cartoonish.
Yeah.
And when we went back to shoot the next 6, the best thing about that was being able to, you know, shoot those 6, and then they aired, so I was able to watch them
and kind of see how you did
and critique my performances, as you know we all do. Just watch ourselves and be like, why did I do that? I was watching myself and I'm like, oh my god, like this is terrible acting. And it was so funny because, you know, I was getting contrasted with people coming up to me being like, hey, that's so great, like your acting's amazing, all this stuff. And I'm like, no, it's not good. And I can see it. I can see that I'm not acting well. And I know we're like our hardest critics, but still,
you have to be happy with what you're doing too.
Yeah, exactly. And so when we went back to shoot the next 6, I just said like, yeah, screw it. Like I'm just gonna go balls to the wall. I'm gonna act how I would on stage, and just see how that translates. And if anything, like they can tell me to pull it back. You know, I think that's always the best thing is.
They can tell you to tone it down.
Exactly, you know.
You've portrayed so many characters in your career so far, and Sunnyside alone had you changing identities like several times. In general, what type of character is your favorite character to play?
I think I naturally progress into a child a lot.
Okay.
I love children. Like I think, you know, the way they react to things, the way they you know, they are in situations makes me laugh so much. And the things that they say are hilarious. One of my cousins, when he was, I guess about like 3 or 4, he was eating dinner.
Okay.
And I walked in, I sat right across from him, and he just looked at me and said, "Take care." I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting here eating with you. And also, I love playing sassy women. I think every show that I've done, I've played a sassy woman, and I don't know why. It's just come out in a lot of my shows.
Well, you have really nice cheekbones.
Thank you. These are my Filipino.
I'm looking at you.
This is my Filipino mom.
What is your dream role?
I want to play Donkey in Shrek.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and that character I relate to so much. Also a superhero. If I could be a superhero of any sort.
Well, you were a superhero on Sunnyside.
I was, but if I could be like, you know, a good one, you know, one with like actual powers that, you know, that wasn't a wimp that got beat up all the time. Yeah.
What comedians or comedian do you look up to?
Rowan Atkinson. I always think by that. Mr. Bean, yeah. I think he's one of the most brilliant performers. Yeah, he has the one, you know, where he's at church.
That's my favorite one.
Which is, it's classic, but it's so perfectly executed, and it's just so beautiful, and everything about it is brilliant.
What projects are you currently working on?
Second City and the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, and and they wrote a bunch of sketches, and the symphony orchestra, like, you know, backed everything, and there was music. Obviously there's music, but there were like songs, and there were just, you know, sketches, and we got to introduce the orchestra and get really intimate with them, and Colin Mockery hosted it, which was amazing. And so they're bringing that back this June. So there's gonna be a nice 3-run of that, and then we go on tour with it in the States, which is like amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, our first stop is the Kennedy Center, which
oh my gosh,
it blows my mind.
Yeah. And now for something completely different. If anyone is a Monty Python fan here, I put that line in just for you.
Nice.
We're gonna play a game of Would You Rather, comedy style. Would you rather be the butt of every joke told by your friends, or only able to communicate through jokes for the rest of your life?
only be able to communicate through jokes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like being the butt of the joke is like just being picked on.
Yeah. Number 2. Would you rather do a stand-up competition against Jerry Seinfeld or Amy Schumer?
Oh man. I would probably go against Jerry.
Yeah?
Yeah, because Amy Schumer, I think, like especially if it's now, like if we're talking about now, today, she owns half of the world right now. I was gonna say, you know, if I went up against Jerry, I think I could take him. No, not at all. Not at all. But I don't think he'd have the same audience. So I think I could like get away with certain things, you know? Yeah. I would just be the complete opposite of him, you know? I'd just like swear a bunch.
So you'd be like Amy Schumer then?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Would you rather make everyone you meet laugh, but you yourself could never?
Okay.
Or you are always laughing, but could never make anyone else crack a smile?
Oh, that's tough. I feel like that just makes me want to cry. That's so upsetting. Why would you write that?
I wanted to make you think.
Because laughter is like such great medicine, you know?
And it's contagious.
And it's contagious.
But in this scenario,
yeah.
It's not.
The first one.
Make everyone you meet laugh, but you yourself could never.
Yeah.
Would you rather compete on Family Feud with Steve Harvey as your teammate or Ricky Gervais?
Oh, Ricky Gervais. I know, you know, he has this persona, but sometimes I watch him and I'm like, oh, you're a sweetheart. I think
he looks nice in interviews.
Yeah, and I think he's a very supportive and loving person. He's also very, very smart. He's just a very smart guy. Yeah, I think it'd be Ricky.
And final one.
Yeah.
Would you rather star in an action comedy with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, or a rom-com with Amy Poehler and Tina Fey?
Oh. I think I'd go with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. And this is the thing. I think Melissa McCarthy outweighs a lot of people. Like, she is incredible. She brings like a lot of depth to her characters, a lot of depth. And it's just beautiful to watch. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
I really appreciate this. I really enjoyed the interview.
Yes, did I.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
And please, please, please keep making us all laugh.
I will try. I will try.